Welcome to From Creeping to Preaching, episode 19. I'm your host, Renee R. White, a proud native Washingtonian, born, raised, and still live here in the heart of D.C. I've spent many years of my life in this incredible city, and it's not just my home, it's where my story began, and where my passion for uplifting my community, especially the youth. This podcast is a space where we can have real, raw conversations about life, faith, and purpose, all rooted in the experience of someone who has walked these very streets and understands the struggles and the beauty of life in D.C. Hello, listeners. This is episode 19. I like to title this, Daycare Layover. It was a daycare layover. Let me first by saying to all the teen moms out there, I see you and I understand the challenges you're facing. Being a young mom is tough. It means growing up fast and juggling responsibilities while others your age are still figuring out who they are. But let me tell you this, your story isn't over and your dreams don't have to stop here. First thing you want to do is what I did. Surround yourself with people who love and support you. And secondly, you don't want to be afraid to ask for help. Yes, being a mom means sacrifice. That is true. But it also means strength, determination, and love like you never known before. Remember, it's okay to take baby steps, little tiny steps towards your goals. And it's okay to lean on others because you're not alone and your journey is your journey and it can inspire others to keep going and keep yourself going because guess what? At the end of the day, you got this. So for me, my first job was at the daycare. So working at a daycare, I was a receptionist. And it was kind of like an essential time for me. You know, I answered phones, I greeted the parents, and I handled like daily tasks. And I really enjoyed it. Every day I took the bus from 14th and Spring Place to 14th and W Street. Now back then, in the 80s, you were kind of like walking through some tough areas. Some dope fiends, and they was just hanging out around there. But you went through it. I walked straight through, went to the YMCA. I stayed focused because I knew I had to keep that job for myself and for my son. The work wasn't hard, but I held that position because I knew something better was around the corner. During that time, I started dating one of the teacher's sons. He was a nice guy, but looking back, I was moving too fast for where I was in life. It didn't work out, but that's okay because at the end of the day, I was and still am a mom first. My son was always my priority, and I made sure to keep moving forward with him and for me. Let's keep this conversation going. I'm excited to hear how you're peeling back your own layers and embracing your layovers. Also, make sure you visit my website at creepingtopreaching.com for fresh merch, more updates, resources, and information about upcoming episodes. I'd like to thank my producer, McKinley, with Moving Emotion by Matt. See you next week.